What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing today? So I'm going to tell you to watch Judge Joe Brown on the Real Dana podcast. Judge Joe Brown had the best take about the OJ case. Why OJ shouldn't even been charged. He broke it down. He talked about the shoe sizes, the prints. He also broke up common sense logic, which I had already known because I never felt he did it. I never felt he did it. I said that back in the day, and I still say it to this day. And it's not no hero, no worship, because I told you, I've said it before. I never could stand him bopping his head trying to talk in white lingo and trying to appeal to them networks. But I always knew, he was one of the greatest football players ever, top 10 ever, charismatic, all that. However, when we get to the actual case, not even talking about the glove, he had no body marks on his body. Common sense. Ronald Goldman was a karate, doing karate. They said that there were marks visible. There was only like a little cut on OJ's finger. How do you explain when OJ was in his underwear at the police station, no marks from the back of his neck on down? How do you explain that? How do you explain away that there was no blood on his white carpet or his Bronco, and how he could hop a fence, change clothes, and get through LAX in a relatively short time? It's LAX we're talking about. Common sense stuff just says it doesn't add up. Not at all. Common sense stuff says the way that the whole thing went down, it took time, it took a manner, it took a way to make that all happen. It didn't add up. It's been fashionable because of his outrage and his attitudes and the way he was with Nicole. And I'm going to tell you something, not condoning brutality, spousal abuse. It was on both sides though, but I'm not condoning. So you can say this or that about him. However, Judge Joe Brown outlined in a few minutes when I watched it, it didn't add up at all. It never did. And it's more when you really go based on reality and facts as opposed to feelings and sentiments, you see that he was not guilty. But you see the hatred and the racism in America with 3Ks, and that spread like wildfire, is these people who are heartless to say no great loss and none of this is like that. They show their true colors. And it's great to see, because I'm going to tell you something. This is how they think about black people. You never say anything ill about anyone who's departed. If you've got nothing nice to say, you just say no comment and prayers and thoughts without knowing. But they're so quick to say these sort of things. They're so quick to say these sort of things, not accepting a verdict in the American judicial system when they tell you that that's how it is. They make you want you to stand up for that racist anthem. It's funny how Timothy McVeigh doesn't get half the hate OJ got. Blew up the biggest building ever in Oklahoma. Him and David Nichols. Where's the outrage? Robert Blake, actor. You know what happened with his wife? Where's the outrage? Phil Spector still being acknowledged. And you know what he did? He had to go to prison for taking out the girlfriend. But where's the outrage? You see? Just saying how they're predictable. Don't want to say anything about Dick Cheney. That judge. Just saying. You can point 99 different ways. It's one thing you don't like somebody and you might disagree with a decision or something, but that's another when you have so much vile and racial hatred. But that's what you see. It's still divided across racial lines, and that is the reality of it. When I say America with 3Ks, I means that. I'm on business on that. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Check out Judge Joe Brown with the Real Dana. Check out that acquittal about OJ. He broke it down. I'm out.